Hey guys, it's time for another Black Ops guide. This time, we're taking a detailed look at the handguns. Pistols, or handguns, are firearms designed to be controllable and fired with the user's hands. Single-shot pistols came around as early as the Renaissance era, and have seen many major improvements since then. In contrast to long rifles, handguns are lighter, easier to control, easier carrying, easier to handle, and have a much smaller profile. They are ideal for special agents and police forces. Armies all over the world use handguns as secondary weapons or as a sidearm. Civilians also use handguns for self-defense purposes, although in some countries, this leads to quite a large amount of political controversy. The ASP is an American-designed semi-automatic pistol based off the Smith & Wesson Model 39. It was specifically designed for covert operations where concealment was necessary. The ASP is considered to be the forefather of concealed pistols, as many concealable handguns today are made of the same materials. It's chambered for the 9mm parabellum round. In-game, it's a very nimble gun, boasting a fast reload and draw speed, as well as low recoil. The gun also has the highest fire cap of all the pistols. It's often overlooked due to a small magazine size, only 7. Next up is the M1911. Colt M1911 is also American designed and is seen as one of the best handguns in the world. Designed by Colt Firearms in 1911, the semi-automatic M1911 is well known as a rugged, rock-solid, and dependable gun that saw service in every single engagement involving the U.S. Armed Forces. It's literally survived in the U.S. Armed Forces for 100 years. It used to be the U.S. Army's standard sidearm, but was replaced by the M9. However, the M1911 is still being used by select units. It fires the extremely powerful 45 ACP round. In-game, the M1911 is a very average gun with average swap and reload time and magazine capacity. The Soviet-designed Makarov, named after its designer, Nikolai Makarov, is a semi-automatic pistol that was designed to replace the TT-33. The Makarov is revered among the Russians for its simplicity, low production cost, and reasonable stopping power. It was the Soviet service handgun until the collapse of the country in 1999. Now, it is used in the United States for concealed carry purposes. It's also used in the Russian Federation by its military and police forces. It's chambered for the 9x18mm Makarov cartridge, which was based off of the German Luger round. The Makarov is a lot like the M1911, but it has one extra round in its magazine. However, the Makarov has much more recoil, which is strange because the M1911 fires a larger round. It has average swap time and reload time. The Python is the only handgun in game that is not semi-automatic, instead as a revolver. The Colt Python is an American-made .357 revolver. Some consider it to be the best revolver in the world. I don't know if the Colt Python was used by the U.S. Armed Forces at all, but I do know that it is well regarded as a hunting gun. This is probably the reason the Python can use an ACOG scope, but I imagine I'd find it hardly practical for combat situations. The Colt Python is the only handgun that has different damage and range from any of the others. It can kill in 2 shots at close range, 3 at medium, and 4 at long. The Python is powerful, but it has low recoil and a slow reload without the speed loader. The CZ75 is a semi-automatic pistol designed in the Czech Republic. It is one of the original Wonder 9 pistols, firing the 9x19mm parabellum round. Some say that the CZ75 is the best double-action semi-automatic pistol in the world. While claiming any gun is the best of its category comes down to personal opinion. The CZ75 is currently used by more governments, militaries, police forces, and security agencies than any other pistol in the world, so it must be doing something right. It fires the 9x19mm parabellum, like a lot of the pistols in the game. In-game, the CZ75 has the largest magazine capacity of all the pistols, 16 round. Extended magazines makes it a very large 18 round. The gun does require a bit more trigger discipline than other semi-automatics, so I would not advise to use the full auto attachment. The spread of the siege deck is already pretty high, and the full auto attachment makes it even more difficult to control, not to mention reduces the gun's power. It also caps the fire rate, where you'd be faster if you had a good trigger finger. Overall, all of the pistols fit the niche of a secondary weapon in Call of Duty Black Ops. If you're quick on the draw and have good reaction time, they will save your life countless times. Your handgun of choice really comes down to personal preference along with the attachments you want to use with it. However, it is extremely unwise to use the pistols as a sort of primary weapon. At long distance encounters, you will almost always lose against any other gun class in the game. Use them as a backup. Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. Because of this, it's inadvisable in some cases to pick up another primary weapon in place of your pistol unless you have Scout Pro. Use the pistols correctly, and you'll find yourself coming out of many encounters hurt, but not dead. Thanks for watching. Keep in tune for my next guide on the Stoner 63.